PlayStation.
The heat made him do the right there, man. We set something right there at his feet. Yeah, sweet. Cut out that road, dress something about that, pull out to me. Let's like.
Leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Jalen Brunson.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Jazz, George and Sexton in the backcourt. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
Now here's George. And he converts the layup.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Pass to Bridges. Shot from the low post is good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Markkanen outside. Over Achiuwa. Got a hand on it. Brunson passes to Anunoby. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Clarkson. Well, Stan, since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022, the Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
And the Jazz with possession. Clarkson with the ball. And it's Anunoby picking him up. And it's Clarkson missing. Sexton against Bridges. And he drives in. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges so tough inside.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to George. Sexton, a screen on Brunson. Now Clarkson. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 3-pointer. Achiuwa with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Bridges passes to Achiuwa, and here's Brunson. Down low. It's stolen by Clarkson. George against Brunson from 9 feet. Markkanen's got room. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
And Brunson, here we go. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's George. 10 points in his last outing. Sexton against Achiuwa. Sexton misses.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here he goes. Here's Achiuwa. Off target at the rim.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Sexton. Ooh, Robinson with a block. Here's Anunoby. Utah grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Markkanen from downtown, knocks it down from distance. Markkanen's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
New York trailing. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback at just a dynamic scoring guard.
Clock at 4. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Launches a 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. New York making a switch here. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. George finds Markkanen. Back to George. Sexton looking around from inside. And it's Markkanen with the bucket inside. He has 7.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Both free throws good from Brunson.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
George against Brunson. George passes to Markkanen from outside the arc. Hart pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Brunson. Oh, the block! Just stops it cold and takes possession. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Pass to Sexton. To the inside, Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
McBride passes to Brunson. Here's Ryan. Drops in the 3. And this game is tied up now.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
The ball's knocked loose. All alone on the break. Up the floor. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Sexton. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio. George against Brunson. Yep, that one goes. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Different look here for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Clarkson comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Mills in for George. Payne's checked in for New York. New York on D. 4-point game. Will it go? Hart pulls it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
For Utah, they've got 6 of 14 in so far. Now here's Sexton. McBride covers. Sexton passes to Eubanks, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Shot clock at 5. Clarkson for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Clarkson. On the clock. Eubanks, the pass to Sexton. Puts up a deep 3. No good there.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Patrick Mills out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Mills, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Brunson inside with the finish.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Mills against Brunson. Outside Mills. Pass to Clarkson. Baseline jumper. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Yeah, the mid-range is the sweet spot for Clarkson. He does a lot of damage from there.
Here's Brunson. He's up 40. Another shot. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Jazz trail by 8. Mills finds Clarkson. The Knicks with the rebound.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Sims. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks. New York shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Shooting for New York, Jericho Sims. At the line for 1.
And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses. Number one, the Knicks.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Brunson against Mills. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's stolen by Hart. And they're on the run.
I see him.
Brunson against Mills. Pass to Okporti. Here's McBride. And there's a pick. Clock at 6. Driving to the basket. And is blocked. With the step back. 11 feet out, and that one's good. Clarkson's got 6.
The speed of Clarkson is a problem for defenses, especially when the floor is wide open.
We'll stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a sixth man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 9.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Mills against Brunson. Sneak it inside. It's Brunson.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Mills attacking. The Knicks pull it in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
It's Hart on the wing. Back to Brunson. They set a pick. Throws it up high. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Clarkson. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. Here's Mills. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's the block.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
Markkanen from long range. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Knicks leading by 12. Inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
The Jazz have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Colin Sexton's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Mills. New York making a switch here. Here's Hendricks. No points so far. Markkanen outside. 4-3. Markkanen sticks one from distance.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Bridges passes to Robinson. Back to Bridges. To the paint. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, I love the activity in the pick and roll from Bridges, delivering a dime right on the money.
And here's George. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Kolek. Pass to Dadier. Utah grabs the miss. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. And he lobs it up top. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. New York leading by 11. Anunoby passes to Robinson. It's Bridges on the wing. Checked by Sexton. Robinson, a screen on George. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
To the middle. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Here's Kolek. George defending. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges against Sexton. Here's Dadier. Takes the 3. Kessler with a rebound. Here's Hendricks. Anunoby covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. A quick look at the best when it comes to the boards. Well, you look at Kessler, 3rd in rebounding, a force down low.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
The first free throw is good. So for the Knicks, Achua's checked in for Robinson. Ryan comes in for Anunoby. And Hart subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, he was using that big frame. Markkanen can pile up offensive rebounds.
Pass to Hart. Achua with a screen on Sexton. Hart. Now here's Achua. Stolen by Kessler. Sexton with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And here's George. There's 39 seconds left in the first half.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And stolen by Markkanen. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. They grab their own miss. That one goes in.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
Sexton against Hart. Pass to Kolek. Got it off in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, this team gave up a run. Any concern in particular for you here at the half?
It's early in the game. We started off the game well, but you got to keep playing. The weak side's got to react. You got to read the ball correctly. You have to be able to get in and get out and challenge shots.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. It'll be the Detroit Pistons up against the Magic in Orlando. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the pecking order.
Yeah, but it may just come down to which team gets hot. And I don't know which team that's going to be, but whatever team gets hot, watch out.
Let's move on, shall we? To that first half we just watched. Guys, a tremendous start for Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's getting buckets. He's playing to his strength. The defense hasn't had an answer, so he just keeps rolling.
Yeah, very assertive, and they trust his decision-making.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far. Neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14. So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Achua. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Tipped away. George passes to Sexton. Markkanen outside. Back to Clarkson. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it. That shot missing. Knicks leading by 6. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in a trade.
So true. Well, no doubt Clarkson can score the ball. Defense having a lot of trouble with him.
Brunson against George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better. And that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Utah with the ball. They trail by 6. Bridges against Markkanen. New York again can't hit.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Achua with a screen on Clarkson. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Markkanen outside. Back to George. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porty's got 4 rebounds now.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding. They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. High arcing shot. George, no good. Knicks leading by 8. Bridges down low. Checked by Sexton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Pass to Sexton. Down low. What a finish! Right at the rim by Markkanen.
Well, we have seen Markkanen accept more and more responsibility over time. What a dominant scorer.
Here's Brunson. Outside Achua. It's Bridges on the wing. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Kessler.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
That's good from Bridges. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Now here's Markkanen. He's got 14. Kessler a screen to the paint. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Kessler.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Out to Bridges. Back to Robinson. That shot is off. Good D by Kessler. Jazz trail by 8. Outside Sexton. Brunson against George. Pass to Clarkson. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Pulls it. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bridges. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's George. He's got 6. And that one's good. Markkanen.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Now here's Bridges. 10 points for him. George with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Brunson. It's Robinson, high post. From about 19. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 7-point differential. Pass to George. The Knicks pull it in. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Ryan. It's guarded by Markkanen. Back to Brunson. Strong move, Brunson.
Assist goes to Ryan.
Here's George. 1:58 left in the third. It's Markkanen on the wing. Fires the 3. The rebound by Bridges.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brunson with the bucket. And now an 11-point New York lead.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Markkanen finds Sexton. Back to Markkanen. From the arc. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. They gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
Now here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Pass to Ryan. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. He's guarded by Bridges. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Utah shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
At the line for 2.
That free throw no good. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. And the Knicks making a change here as well. McBride's checked in. And the second free throw is good. 1:04 left in the third quarter. There's a screen. Here's Kolek on the take. And that one's good.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Jazz trail by 8. Outside Mills. Pass to Markkanen. 41 seconds left in the third. From behind the arc, Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
And the shot's good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now Mills. Pass to Eubanks. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Mills with it. Hard covering. Back to Eubanks. 5 to shoot. Here's Hendricks. Shoots over Hart. Hart with the defensive effort. That'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. We've got Drew Eubanks, Patrick Mills out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailu, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And play stops, a whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Brunson. To the inside. Sims can't get it to go. Here's Sensabaugh. Inside. Here's Eubanks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Brunson against Mills. Now here's Brunson. He's closely guarded. And he gets the bucket. Brunson's got 27.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Collier, he's checked in for Williams.
Team foul. Checking in for the Jazz. Number 13, Isaiah Collier.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Collier. Brunson defending. 4 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Collier, no good. Knicks leading by 7. Fires for 3. And Mills pulls it down.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Collier. Drew on the 14-footer. Collier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Left side Brunson. McBride. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Hart from long range. Unable to get that one. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Pass to Collier. Back to Mills. Out to the wing. To the inside. It's picked off. Here's the break. Here's Kolek. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Knicks lead by 7.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Collier. Outside Mills. Here's Sensabaugh. It's good.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
New York leading by 5. Brunson looks it over. Good on the bucket. Brunson's gotten 4 this quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
A new lineup here for New York. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Utah making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Anunoby. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Knicks lead by 7.
They are just owning the boards right now.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Payne against George. On the wing, Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Bridges. Sexton passes to Kessler. Robinson with a steal. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Clarkson's checked in for Utah.
First team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
George against Payne. George passes to Markkanen. And it's all from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Count it. Good. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
You got to enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
Markkanen finds Clarkson. Sexton with it. They need this. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. Tries again. It's blocked.
Yeah, staying engaged defensively. Sexton, a rare swat.
Looking to get it going. There's the 3. He drops it from range.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Robinson. Here's Payne. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Keontae George.
At the line for the Knicks, Cameron Payne. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
At just about 85% from the line tonight. They've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
McBride, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And that's good as he hits both shots. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
For 3, Sexton. That doesn't go either for Sexton.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Porty. Back to Brunson. Achua with a screen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Man, good whistle there.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
It's your Utah Jazz.
A big group substitution here for New York. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Down by 12. Markkanen outside. Pass to Clarkson. It's stolen by Hart. And here comes the break. A nice shot by McBride.
Well, great job to push it up the court with the pass, and they get a nice transition score.
George passes to Markkanen.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, Markkanen's put in the work, and he's got no trouble absorbing some content.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
I appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Well, Coach Lauri Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
Jazz trail by 12. Here's Clarkson. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Oh, the handles from Jordan Clarkson.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Hart passes to Payne. 1:16 left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Kessler with the block.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And when Markkanen is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
Payne, pass to Hart. They set the pick. Oh, Kessler with the block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. A new lineup here for New York. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kept alive. Robinson. Achua finds Bridges. 6 to shoot. Achua with a screen on Sexton. Bridges passes to Achua. And stolen by Sexton.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do. Well, I think Sexton enjoys taking over in the big moments. He wants to be that guy for his team.
Fourth team foul.
And here are the Knicks now. They've led by as many as 14.
Third personal foul. Fifth team foul. Shooting for New York, Mikal Bridges. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
And Utah calls time here. They're down by 7. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
One more time, fans. Make some noise for your Jazz Hype Squad.
From deep three-point land, they get the rebound to the wing on the left. And again, the Knicks missing. So New York wins it. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.